till 11 o'clock. Then you get off at 7. So you get to actually, you can sleep in and have your evening times. And you get paid on holidays even if you don't go to work. And you in overtime once you hit 8 hours, not after you hit 40 hours. Nigga, you work 8 hours and you in overtime. Soon as that motherfucker hit. And y'all don't even get tips, but y'all get tips because they give me y'all. You get a daily stipend, nigga, to go get lunch. And you get an hour lunch.
Talking about your job?
He's talking about
He
the
got a
best
new
job
job.
ever, apparently.
Yeah. Nah, that's just what the feeling I embodied.
Oh. Gotcha.
It was a long list of shit that came before that.
Gotcha. Shit sound dope. Promising.
And your boss a fine ass woman.
I'm getting really tired of your broken promises.
Promises.
Yeah. Oh. Said, next time I'm getting really tired of your broken
Promises.
Is we rolling?
promises. No, bitch.
Yes.
Promises.
When I did like, damn, Wiz, when I did like this right here.
Bruh, we are professional, nigga. In the professional world, you do like this.
I didn't see the nigga.
Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and you point directly at the nigga that you telling he's going live.
Hey, excuse me, Wuzzle. Can I possibly use that information station?
Why do you say black like that, man?
Because I'm racist?
Damn.
Bro, you may most definitely use your fucking table. It's your information station.
Well, I was
It's
trying to
your
be
table,
courteous.
my information station.
Oh, gotcha.
I know what we should do.
What?
We should introduce the show.
Oh,
What's going on, world? Welcome back to another installment of the Phi Black Show. I'm your host, Black Wizzle, aka Scoop McDuff, the Music City Messiah. We got my boy Blue the Guy down there holding down the left end of the couch. We got Mossy Man in the information station. He is your favorite mechanic, and he is very mechanical.
Mm-hmm.
We got two very special guests from the Thot, the Free Thot,
Black.
Free thought and deep thought.
from the Free Thot and Deep Thought podcast. We got John the Shaman and Jeff. Do you got a
The
cool
Wizard.
nickname?
The Wizard.
Topless spirit.
Ming Xiao.
Ming, shit.
You guys don't know about Ming Xiao yet, actually.
Just to let
Or
you
Lil
know.
Sip.
Tell us about all that.
Little sip.
And just to
Tell us
let you
about
know,
all that, bro.
the microphone is way over there.
Well,
Over yonder.
well.
So we need to speak the fuck up.
All right.
So like in theater, you must project.
Okay, I have a Zoom as well. So we have another audio recording.
But this is live.
But
to
this
YouTube,
is
bro.
live.
Alright, okay.
This is
Fair.
live.
Sure.
To
Shit
the
got
side.
hold
Do
of
it
it.
live.
You can go online and share this right now. That's what I'm finna do. Hey, what we gonna start doing? We're gonna start today. We're gonna start telling y'all early while we got your attention
Yeah.
to like, subscribe,
Yeah.
and share these videos if you find something funny. If we say some 100 ass shit,
100.
don't be scared to put us on your Facebook.
Man,
Screenshot
Tell
us,
your mama.
screen record,
Tell
tell
your
your
daddy.
mama. All my real niggas, tell your gal mama. Tell
Man.
all your gals mamas.
Tell your girl. And tell your girl to tell her bad bitch friends.
Tell your girl.
Shit, tell our ugly friends too.
The ugly friends be bad
Especially
bitches
tell
too.
them.
They
Especially
most
tell
definitely be bad bitches.
Tell them first.
They
Look.
think that's so hard in their head.
This cover all this. Tell your gal to tell all the gals at her job.
True.
Even the ones she don't even like. The ones she complain about when she get off about taking her stapler. And then want to give back when it's 10 minutes left on the clock. Now your gal
Wait.
got to staple 500 packets together.
No damn staples in it.
She done folded it and put paper clips on them. And them little black things that you clip on the end.
Yeah. I think they call paper clips, but I don't know.
Yeah, them big boy paper clips. Now your gal got to use one of them. Tell your gal to tell her about the show. Cause we about to start a behavior reform and like as an early alternative to correctional facilities. We trying to catch these knuckleheads before they can get that far.
So,
Trying to get the girls before they get to the point where they gotta slang that
are we,
yoni.
That yoni.
And we trying to get
Throwing
the
that
young
yoni.
boys before they start robbing and shooting, selling cocaine and heroin.
So with all that said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join in on the conversation. I want to hear what you got to say. Fuck you though.
You should
Oh,
also
what up, nigga?
You should also check out Deep Thot on Anchor.
Yep.
On everything, actually.
Oh, yeah,
It's
Spotify.
on all of them.
Tell them how to
I don't know
spell it.
how that happened, but
How do you spell it?
How you
Deep.
spell?
DEEPTHOT.
We
right.
gonna put it in the description.
Thot.
Next.
Boots.
Set up y'all Instagram.
I'm in here fucking with shit.
Click on your Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, where the fuck that nigga Takashi been at?
6ix9ine.
Ducking the fucking police.
He gave a bunch of money to people that had that were in the hospital. I saw some videos of that, and I thought it looked crazy.
His case got dropped in Texas.
Where he
What he
choked
do
the little
again?
boy. Choked the little
No,
boy.
the kid doesn't remember being choked now.
No, suddenly.
Yeah.
That's real.
He done got bullied, bro, but not even by Takashi, but like some
Nah, he
little
probably
bitch.
got broke the fuck off.
Yeah,
What
too.
if he gave him them chains and just like staged the robberies like a cover up? But
Now,
now
hold
the
on,
boy
the little
got them
kid got
chains
choked.
on.
How did he choke the little kid though, bro? Like what and why?
They was in the mall and he was talking. The kid was talking shit.
I didn't even hear about this.
This is the incident happened a while ago. Boots, I feel like you finna get with some fuckery, man. Shout out to my cat.
So they in the mall, kid talking shit, and then, hey, whoa, yep,
You finna get put out. You look like you wanna jump.
Yep,
I can see the curiosity in your
I
eyes.
saw the shit.
If anybody out there's wonder what's going on, there is a baby little black tiger
Can't even
It's
say
a
it.
baby Black Panther.
fucking with
You
shit.
see it? You see him right there?
Y'all should change Boots' names to T'Challa.
T'Challa. Can't just go around changing people names.
I
Cats'
mean,
names.
you
T'Challa.
kinda can, because if the cat got adopted to somebody else, they just gonna call the damn cat T'Challa if they wanted to.
Somebody had Sammy. I was trying to give that cat away. I was trying to give Sammy away when I first. Hey, there goes Sammy.
Go.
She really was under the couch.
She was in the couch. I was trying to tell you. Like,
She
where you
was on
see,
that
she
couch.
was up there, like, by my back. Climb all up through that shit. So anyway, somebody wanted her, and she was like, I'm gonna name her Amber. She had that thing for like 3 days. Ended up back on my porch.
What the fuck she do?
She just decided that Sammy was a badass cat.
Did she
Kitten.
bark?
I don't know. She ain't say nothing. I ain't hear nothing from her. I still ain't heard nothing from her, but recently she started talking to my wife again.
Nah, she owes you guys an explanation.
Fuck that. I'm glad I got my kitten back.
Even though Sammy's a good cat you want to have, I recommend a cat like Sammy to anybody. It's a cat you can trust, a cat you can call on in a time of need,
Not
a
Sammy.
cat that's going to be there for you.
What can a cat do? Like, that thing is so small.
Bro,
She's probably by herself all the time.
have you ever seen a midget?
Yeah.
What can a midget do?
Everything.
Not protect you.
Yeah, but we
Midget
go get
can
you
do
some.
anything. You tell
them
me
about
a
to wait
midget
food out
with
for
an
you.
AK-47 can't protect you?
Can you even hold it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You got 6-year-olds out here holding whoppers.
Boots.
Alright, you
It's
tell
a
me a
box.
midget
Can't help
with a 25 can protect you?
Yeah, he can protect you with that.
You telling me a nigga that's in striking range of the dick area without even crouching down can't protect you? I'd rather fight some niggas with a midget.
Well, I mean, if he's in fighting range of the crouch, that means he's in kicking range of you. You got both feet and for distance.
I know, but that's why you gotta strategize, bro. You can't go emotional. You gotta lead the charge, and then
That's the midget.
no, you as the bigger person. But when I say bigger person, I mean in stature. I know some midgets with some big hearts on my kids. I know some midgets that stand up niggas.
Of course.
So you gotta lead the charge. Hide the midget. Almost on some Dr. Evil type shit. Hide the midget. run up on them guys
Wait, bro.
and get them in an area where the midget can just.
Oh,
All three of them niggas in the dick. They all midgets is swole.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
shit.
Are we back on
Slow as
that?
hell. You gotta get close, bro. Them niggas arms short as fuck, so you gotta get them up
I
on
feel
that
like
motherfucker.
they did a long, hard fight to be called little people,
That's true.
and now they right back to
that sounds
midgets.
so much worse though, but I
Man.
can't judge it.
I feel you though. I
They
feel
call
you.
each other midgets.
That's their word, bro.
Fuck! The thoughts and opinions expressed here on this show.
Bro, this shit is comedy, bro.
Oh,
Officially, bro.
man.
Bro, this shit is comedy.
Oh, bro.
Bro. Officially,
The name of this episode is
bro. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. TSU Homecoming.
Man.
Cause we were in Nashville this past weekend, and it just didn't feel like it usually do for Tennessee State University's homecoming.
Damn.
Are we still doing that?
Yes, sir.
There's still a bunch of traffic, so.
That was it though.
I ain't see no
Gucci Mane
whips.
was
I
here,
seen like
right?
an 07
Yeah,
Bentley.
he was there.
Who was?
Gucci Mane was in TSU.
Damn,
Gucci
we
Mane,
talking about the parade.
NBA Young
Yeah,
Boys.
we talking about, I mean, you know, the homecoming concert always gonna be a whole bunch of niggas that the kids don't really listen to, but
Big
They
Young
they trying to keep
Same
up with the
big scene.
times. I don't feel like nobody at TSU listening to no fucking Young Boy. I listen to Young Boy, and I'm too old to be listening to that nigga.
Niggas at TSU are most definitely listening to Young Boy because they his age, bro.
I feel like people.
How old is he,
listen
like
to Young
19?
Boy, 14.
Yeah. A freshman is 18, bro. A young freshman is 18.
Shit, my cousin just
I mean,
turned
that's a
18.
regular
bro.
Niggas graduating college at 22. That's really when you supposed to graduate. 22 to 23 or 24 area.
Yeah.
When you should be graduating high school.
I mean, high school.
College.
I mean college.
That's
if
when
you
I graduated
slow.
high school.
What?
24.
Oh, yeah.
I stuck around for a little bit.
Yo,
I like them young.
I never graduated.
You like
high
what,
school.
young, bro?
Them.
Now we finna have to use that fucking sentence on you.
Them two.
The views, what? Y'all always say that shit when I say some shit. Last time you did on Mossy. The views expressed
Are solely
By
exclusive.
Mossy, are solely-
Mossy, McFly.
won't had by Mossy McFly, your favorite mechanic.
Oh man, that's one thing. Two things I'm not a big fan of, and that's rape and pedophilia.
That's good.
Yeah, those are two big niggas.
That's a good thing.
Like this shit drives me to I be wanting to take violent repercussions to when I hear about that type of shit.
Most definitely.
Yes, bro.
I be wanting to joke about it because I joke about a lot of shit, man. But it's hard to joke about those topics.
You gotta just direct, like you could joke about it, but you gotta have a target when you joking about it. You just can't be like, oh, a dude is out here doing You gotta be like,
Yeah.
this nigga R. Kelly, or this the Pope, these, you feel me, these priest niggas, they the main ones.
I think any topic can be made fun of, man.
It's
Like,
just the structure of the joke.
but then again, I'm just like one hell of a.
You just can't make fun of the
disrespectful
victims like
ass
that.
motherfucker. No, I feel like you can make fun of their asses too sometimes. I
Not
done
the
seen it
children.
done. Yeah,
Maybe
hold
not.
on.
I don't know if I ever heard a joke about the victim.
Yeah.
I have, bro.
I done heard jokes about battered women and shit.
I done heard 'em.
Yeah.
Rape. I done heard
Oh,
rape jokes.
I guess not specifically not like a child that was raped. I've never heard a joke. Like,
I heard that
joke about
shit
a
one
child
day when I
raped.
was at this open mic that we
A child rape joke?
it wasn't child rape, it was molestation.
It was a why not me too.
Yeah, he said I was gay, but I was black, and I grew up Catholic. So he said he went to church, being jealous of all the other altar boys because they were all getting
Molested.
but he wasn't.
And like, how do I
So
get
that's what
something
that mean
like
when they
this?
call somebody an altar boy?
No,
Oh,
the altar boy is a job
yeah.
at the church given to boys, young boys, but
Like,
it's just a
young
go-to.
boys?
Yes, bro.
Young boy.
NBA,
For the Lord.
NBA young altar boy.
Damn.
Bro, this nigga got herpes, and then when he started coming down here, I seen everybody talking about Everybody in Nashville, Tennessee got herpes, bro. What's going on, bro? What's happening in these streets, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Ain't nobody called me.
My granddaddy told me before I came down here, don't be out here fucking without no rubber. He said there's something about down here in Nashville. Said don't be fucking around with it. I was like,
I just feel like that's good advice in life.
it is, bro. But he was
Wherever
like,
you go.
Yeah.
no, but he was like, especially out here type shit. Like it was like I went to Ipsy. Like I was like, damn.
What's Ipsy?
What is that?
Ypsilanti, bro.
clinic.
It's like,
Oh, you from Lenny? Yeah.
yeah, it's like, I don't know, bro. When I was growing up, motherfuckers kept telling me it was AIDS capital, bro.
What, Nashville?
No, Ipsy.
What is
Where
Ipsy?
is that?
It's in Michigan.
Mrs.
Oh, it's here. Let me show you. It's
Ypsilanti, Michigan.
yeah, it's right here.
Right on the buttocks of Michigan.
Right in between the
It's like right below Detroit.
you got the
area.
mid
Yeah, it's like
bottom part of the
probably
mid.
like a little bit more over here.
About 60 miles outside of Detroit.
Like 40, 30. Yeah, it's outside of Metro, most definitely. It's a whole different county.
Don't they have now a cure, and also don't they have a vaccination?
Yeah,
Barbie?
niggas is dying over that
Probably
shit.
double different-
No,
Holistically,
for HIV, I think.
Oh, they
Hell no.
it ain't out yet. It's not for
Clinical trials or none of that shit.
yeah.
It's probably in clinical trials, but
They
probably
should
not even for
they
human
should switch
testing.
fluoride and then put that in the water,
The cure for HIV.
and then it would also open everyone's pituitary gland. I've heard that.
Why would they do that?
It doesn't calcify. Doesn't fluoride called?
All right.
I mean, this is just like
Like
a
a
myth.
pineal
It's a
gland?
myth, yeah.
I thought I was gonna roll two out that backwood, but fucked up and fucked up. Y'all, anybody got a cigar?
Bro, this is beautiful.
Would you like to?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Right now, let's do what we want. I love this. I love this. It's tasty. It's just that Russian cream shit.
No. That is the best backwood that ever came out of that factory.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
cool if I use
honey.
the bathroom.
Nah, bro. It's not cool.
I can't
Get
get
no
up
bathroom break, bro.
camera.
It's not cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can do it. Just know that it won't be cool.
I feel like I gotta ask first, you know, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
How's this
That's
podcast
good. If
going?
you ever over somebody's house and you ask them, can you use a restroom, and they tell you no, fuck them, nigga, go.
Has anyone ever said no though?
I just told John the Shaman no.
Oh, okay.
Man, fuck this shit, bro. I got a question. And this is a dead-ass serious question, and I want you to answer it if you're watching it, because I know you is.
Elon Musk did it.
Shout out to Elon Musk a little bit, even though he creeped me out on that Joe Rogan podcast.
How
Bro,
jealous
this
of
nigga
you?
is a fucking robot or something, bro.
How's motherfuckers feeling about Canada right now, man?
Shout out to Canada.
They
They
made
just
it.
made the bud legal.
Man, what?
I'm proud of you Canadian motherfuckers with your fucking
Oh,
We're up
eyebrows.
next. America's up
That's
next.
the type of shit that make me wish I still stayed in the city, bro. And AKA that just, man, bro, like that's what we call Detroit, man. Like, man, I love Detroit, man. Like,
They ain't gonna make the police not hot. They still gonna lock niggas ass up.
yeah, they is, bro. But you can still just go straight across the little, you know what I'm saying, across the bridge and go smoke.
Isn't it already
Oh, you don't need your
recreational?
passport to just go back and forth?
No, bro, we got enhanced IDs. So we can go to fucking Canada, we can go to motherfucking Mexico,
Are you
we can go to
serious?
Bahamas,
Are
we
you
can go to
serious?
any of the countries that's like in America, bro.
Without a passport?
Without a passport, man.
That's a beauty. Can I get an enhanced ID, or can people outside of Michigan get enhanced IDs?
I don't know.
Somebody out there, man, leave that information for us, man. We really trying to get our IDs enhanced, man. Go out there, nigga, go get your F endorsement, bro. It don't cost number $4, bro. Just take the all you gotta do is take the driving test. You can get your B class CDLs, nigga. Just study the book. Just
I went to the other bathroom. We coming back at the same time.
We went to the bathroom together.
Yep, like some old
Like
women.
some straight up fucking bad bitches. Speaking of bad bitches, bro.
Bruh, shouts out my nigga Blue.
Speaking of bad bitches, bro, pay attention to some shit, bro. Just start paying attention. Like, even y'all kids, man, that's watching that ain't got no business probably.
What's
Just
up?
start paying attention, man. Bad bitches don't do shit but walk down the street.
True.
Basically.
Every time, bro. From growing up, you know when these bad bitches gonna be something, because all they doing is walking down the street, bro. They ain't never going nowhere. They ain't got no destination, but they always end up at the damn store.
I ain't gonna lie,
Or the
bro.
gas station.
I don't know no girls that just grew up to be bad. Like most of the guys that was bad when I was young, them hoes is like not bad no more. They like the literal meaning of bad.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
Yeah.
That's a given. Like if they look good when you was school age, like now they done pick up a couple.
No, I'm talking about legit bad bitches that kept this shit up because they was bred for this shit.
Some flowers bloom.
A lot of them was like skinny back then.
I'm not saying they not out there. I'm just saying I didn't know none of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, we from Nashville. I'm from Nashville. A lot of them went to like schools in Hendersonville, NSA,
Shout out to NSA.
Whites Creek.
What?
I went to school, nigga, in the trenches. Niggas was catching plays at school. Cluckers was coming up to the school, getting hard from niggas. Niggas had.
Oh, translation.
I didn't get anything.
That means buying rock cocaine,
Yeah, basically.
not catching erections.
So yeah, boy, it was a couple cold pieces. You feel me? That came through them. That came through them walls, but for the most part, bro, all them girls got a minimum of 2 children. A couple of them still scotch free, but they been grubbing.
And did them bitches walk down the street growing up?
I'm sure every girl in America walked down the street if she lived in like a inner city area, like a highly concentrated area of black people, because
Nah,
that was a pastime was to go walking.
Not every girl did this shit, bro.
Some girls was
Bad
stuck in the
bitches
house.
did this shit, and when you seen other bitches walking, when you seen ugly bitches walking down the street, they were normally accompanied by at least 1.5 bad bitches.
I think I didn't factor that in, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
At least a half a bad bitch.
At least we know.
Look them stats up, bro.
We know that
Just start walking down the street and checking it out.
we know that bad bitches walk up and down the street.
Not no more.
Are you
I'm
talking
trying to tell
about
you.
actual
It
walking,
happened.
or is this code for something else?
No.
I've
No,
been
they're
trying my
legit.
best
No,
to keep
literally.
up.
No, this isn't prostitution. This is literally walking up and down the street. Like they be on the phone. They be, you know what I'm saying, got their arms crossed.
White women
Looking
walk
like-
up and down the street. They
But that-
run and jog.
didn't nobody say only though.
At all.
But you know, but that's something that bad bitches do. They walk up and down the street. And maybe they bad because they go out and walk.
You have to.
Maybe that's the key to happiness and health, bro. Is
Walking
walking.
down the street.
I don't think
Bro, that's what we did, bro. We're wanderers. That's
health
what,
cool,
that's
but
what we
happiness I don't know.
What if you're on a boat for a long time?
Ain't health happiness?
Like sailing.
Ain't no
That's
healthy
another way to
like.
travel.
Ain't no healthy sad.
Oh no.
Niggas.
This isn't
Damn, what
traveling.
the fuck? Why would you bring up boats, Jeff?
This isn't traveling.
I don't know, man.
Jeff, man.
This is walking back and forth.
This is why I get high, so I can
Oh,
do
I
that.
hear where he's coming from. But you know, that's when the thoughts and opinions expressing this. That's what the name of the episode should have been. Thoughts and opinions,
You know what?
the views
Fuck it.
and reflections.
That's
we
the
had
name
to-
of this episode.
We had to get
Your
TSU
thoughts
they
and
just do,
opinions.
bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Fuck
Cause
it.
that shit, bro. Nigga, when I was a kid, nigga, homecoming used to be like some freaknik type shit. Like 95, nigga. That's why I got my first boner, nigga. The TSU homecoming. I was 5 years old.
I'm
nigga.
about to say you couldn't have been nothing
I
but
was,
four.
I was 5 years old. My daddy took me, and I seen the majorettes, and they had on like some fucking fishnets with the goddamn leotard on that motherfucker. And my wee was like, hey, homecoming. Ever since then.
You gotta
Wait,
think.
is this right?
I don't know what we did, bro. I think we just went
What?
bam, and then bam. I don't know what the fuck.
Have
we
you
did.
touched this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I gave it to John the Shaman because he went to the bathroom and we missed him.
Oh, okay.
I just passed it that way.
So yeah, just
Okay. So send it
You can push
next
the
to
reset button
Oh, right,
and
blue
then
it
figure
is.
it out.
factory reset.
I'll get skipped. I don't mind.
See, that's the difference, man. These youngins, back when we was younger, like, it was motherfuckers that desperately cared about this shit.
About what?
No, man, I was next.
Bro.
Like, man, it's fucked up, man. What you mean? Bro, I wanted to roll. You knew this good well I don't want to roll, man. You gonna sit there and roll that blunt like that, man.
No, your ass ain't roll. Nah, that still get your ass cussed out.
It's like, bruh, ain't nothing that serious. Time we was smoking together anyway.
Yeah, isn't that the point? Like, we smoke and then everything's friendly now.
Bro, it was friendly to begin with, bro, but this is a ritual, bro. This shit goes back approximately 2.4 billion years.
Billion.
And that should have
This
get your.
this ancient practice we taking part in.
Have you ever smoked with somebody that you that you was irritated with, and then like after you done smoked with their ass, that shit done passed?
Every day, bro. It's a little nigga my job, bro.
At me,
This
nigga.
talk all day.
Right, that nigga said, at me, nigga.
Nigga said every day, bro. I'm like, damn.
Right, look.
We hang out a lot.
Like, shit. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, I got crushed in it too.
Bro, y'all know it's people that y'all deal with every day that I don't know at all.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I deal with motherfuckers every day that y'all wouldn't know from a pan of cake.
Yeah, man.
A pan of cake.
A pan of cake, bro. Yes, bro. I couldn't deal with these motherfuckers.
Yes, John,
from a
it's
pan
Shaman.
of
That
cake,
is,
bro.
that is a band name.
A pan
Yes,
of cake.
a pan of cake. Nigga, yes, bro. I'm changing the fucking flyer, bro. That's y'all, nigga.
Nah.
A pan of cake.
I don't want that, though.
Oh, that would be
Because
dope as hell.
it sound bad. It sound like y'all just can't do shit.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
whole pan of can't.
Fuck that, man.
Can't.
That's my band name. A woman
Every
band.
song we play, nigga, we just fuck up midway. Just be like, fuck it, nigga. That song.
That'd be a good Twitter, though. That's a Twitter or Instagram. A pan of can't.
Oh,
Nah, the band name is Better Turbulence as of right now.
Yes,
That's
bro.
subject
Yeah,
to
fuck
change.
now. Subject to immediate
Yo,
change.
definitely, and shout out to Better Turbulence, man. They're gonna be performing at the goddamn the goddamn Pajammy Jammy Jam. Got a lot of
The
red tape to
Pajammy
jump over, bro.
Jam.
This shit is going down this goddamn Thursday. If you watching it fucking live, bro.
I think Tycoon.
Huh?
Tycoon gonna be there.
Bro, Young Tycoon gonna be at that motherfucker, bro. And if you don't know, City Man gonna be at that bitch
Ah,
too,
shit,
bro.
City
Dog.
Man.
This
Ah,
shit
that's
about to
so
be
big.
fucking lit, bro.
Yeah.
And then I got one more creeping in, bro. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready, dog. This shit lit, dog.
Bro.
It's pretty bright in here.
Pew, 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 pew.
Shout
We
out
going
to
to
all, yeah.
Marco.
Bro, this
Was
shit,
that the word for the day?
What?
He said it's pretty bright in here.
man?
Oh.
Nah, these is brand spanking, nigga. We just cranked
It's
these out
our
of
first
that
time
box.
using these.
Oh yeah, if y'all haven't noticed, bro, we look good as fucking these lights, feet.
Can they see my little polo horse?
These are like the lights they give you for like school photo shoots. Or
Yeah.
like school photography.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just put you in the mind of that. Put your hand like this. Like Uncle Rico.
I'm just saying, man. You know,
You gotta think about.
do what we do.
You gotta think about a bunch of puppies.
Bunch of what?
I couldn't tell either. You see the
Think
pussies
about-
or puppies?
Think about laying.
Puppies.
Think about laying in a whole
did you say?
fucking bed of puppies.
Puppies.
You're not
Gotcha.
gonna be doing
Why
that
would
in
you
a
lay
bed
on
full of
top of
puppies. They gonna be
Bro, that would be so fucking comfortable,
You'd
bro.
kill
You
them.
just laid out in a bed full of fucking puppies, bro.
One is gonna
Bro, you gonna be
bite
like, get the
One
fuck
of
out
them's
my
gonna
face,
bite
bro.
you.
Puppies are out of control.
Bro, you're gonna squash it.
Just one of them. Then imagine 5 or
Fuck
6
it,
of
bro.
them.
Just fuck it. It's a bed full of. It's a fur covered bed, bro.
Damn. See how it was invented.
Yes,
It was a
dog.
nigga out here feeling just like you, bro. He's like, man, how good would it feel to lay on a fucking bed of puppies?
Next thing you know, puppy meals.
Corella Duville.
How good it would feel. I wonder how it would feel to have a lion coat.
Death is
Oh,
one
Let
fucking.
me get that lion coat, or that tiger's coat.
Motherfuckers is underestimating death. It's like the biggest industry in the world.
Yeah.
Death,
I mean, everybody
Death.
does.
define biggest.
Death is the #1 industry in the world, bro.
Nah.
We pay for death every day. We pay for death in our food.
Yeah, you gotta
This
explain that.
nigga got real heavy.
You feel what I'm
We were
saying?
having fun.
I'm like,
I want to hear.
I look at
We
it
was
like
having
this.
fun.
Well, I'm listening. That's what I want to hear, bro. And then I feel like, I'm gonna tell you why it's not number one.
Give us a quick 5
That's that,
minutes.
because basically you throwing everything in with death.
Yeah, I am.
Like, nah, I'm talking about death as an industry is definitely a big money maker. But like,
We should open up a Black Phi Black funeral home. I'd be the pastor. Y'all niggas.
Do funeral homes have pastors?
weddings and funerals.
Hey, I'm about to get ordained, bro. I'm gonna go on.
Get a little
ordained,
chaplain
bro.
or something. You know, just be ordained enough to just be.
Damn. It just act a damn fool when somebody asks me to marry their ass.
Mm.
Do you take this woman?
I can't wait to be ordained, bro, to marry motherfuckers, dog. I'm gonna do that shit just for the simple fact that I can marry you.
I'm gonna be married motherfuckers don't even want to get married.
They gotta say I do.
I'm gonna get I'll be like, do you I now pronounce you, I'm gonna just skip all that. I'm gonna just be like, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Gotcha, bitch.
Dog,
That's
Put them together and take a picture.
I will
Just
ordain motherfuckers ass blue to God.
let a motherfucker plan out their whole wedding. Be like, oh, we was about to officiate the ceremony. Like, bruh, the bridesmaid walk in, you know what I'm saying? The groomsmen walk in, the wife get up there. We are gathered here today. Do you take this man to be your wife? Y'all cool? Alright. I pronounce y'all husband and wife. And then like they got a whole ass program in front of them with some dope ass artists who are supposed to be singing.
Mm-hmm.
Some shit like that. We talking skit shit. I'm getting close.
This nigga she walking down the aisle, and he's singing, "She's your queen to be."
Somebody already did that before.
Not as the pastor.
Nigga. Had a motherfucking.
No.
How do we get off the death thing?
Oh, it's kind of on death because it was funerals and weddings, you know, same thing.
Yeah.
How?
Like,
You said we paid for
A
death.
wedding
like
is
food?
a wedding
Yeah.
is a death of a fucking it's a death of your single. It's not really a death of your single life. It's just a death of you being yourself, not yourself, but just one as a person. Now you have to be one with somebody else because that's what a marriage is. It's a fucking meeting of minds, a meeting of souls, and a meeting of spirits, and a meeting of the two people coming together to break that shit down and live on up under this universe and shit.
Yeah.
Not even if
I think that's a bit much.
No, bro. Even if you on that, no,
It
bro.
sounds like
Like
what
that's
it's
what
supposed
that's
to
what
be.
marriage is, bro.
It
Like,
sounds like what it,
No,
what
it's
they
not,
was
bro.
wanted to be like.
fuck
It was
it, bro.
created by Christianity, right?
Yes,
I don't know.
and that's like if you get married under God, bro. That's what it is, bro. You get married as one. That's why you take each other as that other person and blah. They split, bro. When y'all make decisions together as two minds together as one, bro. You do that shit. You make rules under the house as fucking one. When you raise your children, bro, you raise them, and if you trying to do it the right way, y'all make decisions for your children as fucking one. Everything y'all do, y'all made as a front. They're your parents. You are parents. You are the couple. You are a married couple. And if you're a couple,
parents
bro,
but
then you can
divorced?
be broken apart.
What if your parents but divorced? You're not one anymore.
Bro, like you're still supposed to be one, bro.
But listen
That
to
don't break.
what y'all saying. How is it a vow in front of God when it ain't official until the police say it's official?
No, bro, that's because
And
that's
now
what
it's also
motherfuckers
legal
done
for-
made it. That's to make it legal. That's different.
Can somebody be married without going
Yeah,
to
bro.
the courthouse?
Yes, you can be married without going to the courthouse, but it won't be legal.
Yeah, you won't be legal.
That's
Yes, it can. You can have documentation.
I mean, I could
No, but
just
that
go up to her
documentation
and
is
say,
making it legal. That's you going to the courthouse. But you talking about getting married without putting them in your damn business? Yeah, you can get married like that. They got in certain states they have what's called common law marriage. Cause
Like
y'all,
stay
California.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what niggas along if y'all married.
7 years, I think.
yep, that's in a lot of states. Common law marriages is real. It's like and then
So you don't gotta get married. Y'all already married.
Yeah, y'all just.
yeah.
Y'all been together X amount of time, y'all
And
married.
then again, that makes it legal, but then again, y'all ain't go down to the courthouse. It's just like shit. Nah, at this point, we done been here staying together so long, we can finally start filing our taxes together.
I guess it just became a tax thing.
I think it's a word and it for a law, but I think people came from tribes, and I think it's weird, like the marriage thing.
Well, that's what I
You
said,
go like it's just a
Christianity.
ritual. It's mostly just a ritual for like the state, and the state is just a government system. It's just a collection of people that everyone decided is in charge, kind of right now. But I just think it's weird. I don't know. I don't understand it. But it's useful, right, for taxes.
The shit's not built the same way that what like it used to be. Like I don't feel like it is like not for a lot of people. At least just not in my thought process, in my eyes, bro. That's why I think I have a hard time kind of finding somebody to kick it with me on my level, man, because motherfuckers don't be understanding love the same way I do. And that's just my own thought process. You can say what the fuck you want to feel about it, but love is a real fucking subject for me, man.
Yeah, I want to know more about it.
It's like, because it's like love is, I take, a lot of people look at me when I say Corinthians 13. Let me take that, bro. Drop that. When I bring up Corinthians 13, they like, oh man, now this nigga bringing up the Bible, blah, blah, blah. Bro, they ain't got nothing to do with that, man. You gotta look for knowledge in all cracks and crevices of the earth, man. And in Corinthians, they wasn't even talking to everybody. They were talking to Corinthians. That's a whole different group of people. But that doesn't mean that the language and, you know what I'm saying, the meaning of love don't come from that. If you believe in God, if you believe in the universe, the evidential, the essential, whatever it is, bro, I don't care what it is, I believe it's all the fucking same thing. It is the finalist of sin, it's whatever the fuck it is. You know, I just don't put a fucking label on it, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, with that all being said, going back into it, love was broken down in Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not brag, it does not boast, it holds no records of right and wrong. Now, when you think about unconditional love and how you love people that you care about, man, motherfuckers can fuck you over, niggas that fucking, you know what I'm saying, did dirty ass shit, but if it's actual love there, if y'all done been through some shit, and like, it ain't even that you done been through some shit, but if you just know a motherfucker heart, you know a motherfucker just was on some other shit fucked up, and you know that just wasn't them, and you love them enough to know that shit about them, then it ain't gonna be no, you know what I'm saying, holding guns and shit like that. Like, you ain't gonna forget that shit. But everybody got that fucking cousin that just keep going back to fucking jail, but you love their ass, and you gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep rolling with them every time they try to get better. That's unconditional fucking love. You don't do that shit for everybody, and sometimes you allow strangers to come into that shit. And you'll be patient with a motherfucker that you care about and that you love about. You'll be kind. You don't brag and you don't boast about it when you love a motherfucker, because it ain't for everybody else. It's for that person to know, like, yo, bro, I love you, B. You don't have to tell everybody that you love somebody else. You can just tell that one person, and sometimes you ain't even got to tell them, they just feel it. But sometimes people just need to hear it too. And then back to the Bible again, man, it was broken down so many different times. The Ma'at had 40 laws, 42 laws.
Mm-hmm.
The Ma'at, the laws of the Kemet that they broke down, that they said every morning. Moses broke it down to 10 commandments. Motherfuckers couldn't get that, so Jesus came through and broke it down to 2, or whatever you want to call them, motherfucker. He said, love God with all your heart, love your neighbor the same.
So them the only 2 rules we gotta follow, and
Then it became the
get up
golden
in heaven.
Yeah, and then think about what love is.
Treat your neighbor like yourself. That's
And then
basically
think
love.
about, yeah, thank you. And that's what love is, bro. Treating somebody the way you would treat yourself, man. And then if you love your, and if you love, but look, love God with all your heart. With all your heart, man. They understood your heart back then, and that wasn't just the shit that was beating in you. You know what I'm saying? Your heart, that's your inner spirit. That's your, you know what I'm saying? That's your core of emotion.
Like, it's basically, you got like a heart, like a heart, like a beating heart, but then you got your heart chakra.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what they be like, you feel me? That's probably what they be like, oh, he got heart.
And think about this, man.
Y'all
Even if you
feel
don't
like
love
your
yourself, man,
heart
if you looked
like
at everybody as
rotating.
yourself, if you looked at everybody as another just version of you, just like you look at your kids, you know what I'm saying? Because you can see a little bit of yourself in everybody. Just a little bit, if not
Especially my
exactly.
kids.
I don't have kids, but that's exactly what my mom says.
You do
That
got
she treats
kids,
people
bro.
like if they're like her children.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can treat a little, you know what I'm saying? You can see a little bit of yourself in everybody.
I see that in my cousins.
'Cause I got
You know what I'm
kids.
saying? And so,
I just ain't had them yet.
if you just treat them as if, you know what I'm saying, you would want your, you know what I'm saying, not even if it's you want yourself to be treated, but if you just be like, hey, how would you know what I'm saying, you approach yourself? You love yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna try to fuck yourself over. So you're gonna try to approach your family members, your cousins, your friends, your people that you care about, and you love, your neighbors. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this for the betterment of you because I love you. In the same way that I love God or the Creator or the universe or everything around me or blah. And then it's like, bro, love is everything, man. Because the word is the truth, and the truth is love, man. Period. What?
Truth is love.
So that's the shit I be on, bro.
Look at that.
I mean, I think about this stuff all the time. Like, I was just having a conversation, like, I think today with my friend about what is truth. So that's a cool statement to think about. Truth is love.
Yeah.
But everything is everything, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything is connected, bro.
Yeah. Because even if you think about it, man, back in the fucking Bible, even with, because motherfuckers be like, man, why is the devil doing this to me, bro? Why is God doing this to me? Why is this happening, bro? The devil has to go and get fucking permission. And that's all out of love, too, because sometimes you just have to be, you got to be loved enough to be a lesson for somebody to fuck else.
You said the devil has to go get permission?
The devil needs permission.
From who?
From God.
Who the fuck is the devil?
The fucking angel that was cast down because this motherfucker didn't fuck. I'm just saying, bro, by biblical standards, bro. These are like, you can say it as fucking myth, you can say it as fucking
Well, I'm
stories.
trying to understand
It's
it
an
as a myth.
interpretation.
Yeah, these are just fucking
No,
interpretations.
I'm trying to understand it as a myth. Because well, you could say I believe in myths. Like, I believe myths are like human beings' stories about, like, stories to themselves about themselves.
Mhm.
Like, that's why we learn from them. They're like
Yeah.
symbolic of our consciousness.
So basically, it's like, look, your higher self and your lower self, right?
Mm.
So in order for your lower self to end up taking over, your higher self has to allow that to happen.
Mm.
Period.
In order for your lower self, wait, say that one more time.
In order for your lower self to take over, your higher self has to allow that.
Right. Yeah, I think that's like subconscious
Yeah.
desire would have that. That's how that would happen.
Yeah. Because naturally, man, you know, you would want to be your higher self. You would want to be, you know what I'm saying, a beacon light and a shining. And even people that are in depressed states that, you know what I'm saying, allow their lower self to win, they want to be a great fucking person in a lot of fucking cases. They just don't know how to fucking be that case. They just don't know how to be it. They don't know how to be what's considered normal. Or they don't know how to be what's considered great. They have these pressures of things of what it is to be, you know what I'm saying, this amazing person because they have these grandeurs of superheroes and fucking
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
these fucking tellings of people in history books that's been over, you know what I'm saying, sensualized and all that shit, man. Like, it don't mean shit.
Yeah, man, I had to catch that reality check. I was like, yeah, history is one thing, but history is written by the winners.
Right.
You're being told whatever they want you to know or believe. And that, like, people lie unnecessarily in an attempt to cast even more light than what is already being shined on a person or situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Are any of you guys Moors?
no.
Sure, I am.
You
I
are?
don't know what it means to be a Moor, but I doubt I am one.
I don't think I am.
To be a Moor is to be a person with brown skin, bro.
No, well, I think Moor is like the black people that were native to America. But I don't think all black people were native to America. but if for some reason it's like in this area of the South that it would have been in. So
That's
like,
not all the case either, because Moors were also a part of the takeover. Well, not takeover, but the Moors also were very prevalent in history throughout the Renaissance and periods before that time as well, all up and in through Europe,
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
and even well prior
Oh,
to
no,
that.
yeah, that's like a major plot point. The Moors was running Europe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
They're responsible for culture
lot of
as we
shit.
know it today.
Like they predate
fashion,
the royal bloodline type
silks
shit.
and all
What's
that
the
shit.
royal bloodline?
Queen Elizabeth and all them.
Oh, royal bloodline.
Yeah,
They claim,
crown.
yeah, look at the seal them hoes where they got a fucking Moor on the seal. The royal seals on my kids. It's a little nigga on it.
But yeah, Moore ain't just on no. Nah, they were a serious fucking situation. Like
I was-
allegedly influenced by Atlantis or from Atlantis type shit.
I've been researching this a lot actually recently, but not in the last few weeks. The Moors part, because there's a lot of like pseudo memes, and there's just kind of maze of like kind of copy and pasted misinformation, but there's a lot of interesting information.
Oh, yeah.
The Ricat structure. It's this circular structure of concentric rings that match Plato's description, which he inherited from some documents from someone in his family. I don't remember that person's name. I'm not an expert, but it does look a lot like a lot of sand was moved across North Africa, and
Help me, please.
like if you just zoom out, if you look at the Earth, it looks like a bunch of sand was just moved over, and that's where the Sahara is.
Yeah.
So it kind of seems like there was a flood, and a bunch of water like pushed sand. I mean, it makes the most sense to me. I mean, another one
There's a couple places.
is like because of a comet. It could have broken, like an ice dam, like could have broken quickly, and then a large quantity of water could have eroded, like a lot of land. Anyway,
That's pretty cool.
You know what's
What
crazy?
was
I've
right
been-
there?
what's that?
Like what for them to be like some sand was pushed, okay? You feel me? What's the point?
You know what I'm thinking?
Oh, it like knocked over Atlantis.
Oh.
I mean, I'd have
Atlantis
to.
is under that. That's the theory. At least.
You know what I'm thinking about a lot of this shit, especially with like, you know, these tales of people coming down and telling them of fucking, you know, like the flood and shit. Because I mean, honestly, these stories were told even well before Moses came through and Blase split. Like predated even back then to, you know what I'm saying, what was his name, Gilgamesh and shit. Like, and this is just a theory I came up with 5 seconds ago. What the fuck if, you know what I mean?
Alright.
What if this was a fucking time traveler who did all this fucking research, and then through all of this time, you know what I'm saying, we kept elevating and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on in these areas and shit back in these times. And then somebody was like, whoa, now I see what the fuck is going on. I know when the flood's gonna happen. And then they go down there and they're like, oh shit, this guy looked like that Moses nigga that they was talking about. And they're like, hey bro, you're gonna want to build an ark. It's gonna need to be this, and this. If you don't fucking do it, shit's gonna be fucked up, bro. You might want to take a couple of animals 2 by 2 from this bitch, as many as you can fit, and bring them across. It's gonna be a dove, fly off, bring you back out of the tree. Good luck.
That shit, like, it ain't nothing that supports that to say that actually happened though.
It's a theory though. It's not. It's a lot of theories out here
Yeah,
that motherfuckers
like-
believe that ain't shit to support either.
it's like that's what I meant by like unnecessarily lying on top of some shit, adding to the legend.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll fuck around and maybe the name not Noah because that's an anglicized version of the correct interpretation and pronunciation of the word that is his name. But basically,
Where did that story come from? Cause we know that all that shit was plagiarized.
Torgal the Goblin.
Torgal. For real. For real.
I think that came after.
Bro, you pulling my legs, bro.
I mean, as far as what I know, man, Gilgamesh was like the first story told of the motherfucker who built the ark to, you know what I'm saying, defeat the flood.
Who is Gilgamesh?
Also the motherfucker who inspired Hercules.
What book? What the fuck is that?
He was from the first. What was the first society?
That inspired Hercules.
Gilgamesh is not
First
in the
hero.
Bible under Gilgamesh.
What is he in?
If you're gonna correlate and all that, there's Nimrod. And
He in the Nimrod.
no, his name is Nimrod. And he's not discussed much at all. He's just said
He was Nimrod.
Nimrod.
What, in the Bible?
Yep.
Okay.
All it says is, you know how there's a long sections in the Bible where it's like, bruh, this guy begot this one, and this one begot this one, and he begat him, and he begat, you know what I mean? The begats, like the lineages.
Yeah.
It go, everybody just normally,
Oh, Nimrod and Gilgamesh are in there?
no, Nimrod is Gilgamesh.
Oh, okay.
If you if you buy into
The lineage.
the conspiracies and shit, not conspiracies, but if you're on that side of life, if you're on that whole, not thinking outside the box, but let me hear some crazy shit. And so the only difference about Nimrod in particular is, he fits descriptions, and you got he begets his son, he begets his son, he begat his son, he begat his son, he begat Nimrod. And Nimrod was a mighty.
He was a cold nigga
Nim-
back in the day.
Nimrod was basically, Nimrod's that nigga.
That's a hell of a
He
name.
was a
though.
mighty
Nimrod.
Nimrod.
I
man.
feel like it
Or
might have
something
come
like
from
that.
his story.
What
And
Nimrod
so-
that?
That's the English way that it came out. And some you break down the words that it's translated from, and it's like Nimrod was part of the type of niggas they was trying to get rid of in the flood. The Nephilim, the seed of
What
the
them
sons of
giants?
God with the daughters of man.
Is them giants?
Yeah, all that.
The Nephilim.
But it's more to it than just giants. It's like,
How was them giants fucking women though?
How was they what?
How was they fucking bitches?
They had giant bitches.
No, they was fucking human bitches and making the most beautiful and godlike children.
the
bro.
angels was
How do Shaq fuck bitches, bro?
Oh no, the angels was
It's
fucking
not
the
real
humans
giants.
and creating the Nephilim.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. My bad. I shut the fuck up.
I'm sure they still wanted to fuck women, Nephilims.
Like you gotta jump in that pussy, literally.
Hey, y'all seen?
I'm
Alright,
down
people-
for it. I'll be on the clitoris like, yeah.
And flood.
Look, bro. Like they give like these movies Hollywood do like about like Egypt and Africa and shit. They give them bad raps because they cast them with white people when they be clearly like supposed depicted as a black person because that's how you feel it was. But when you watch them movies, they talking that shit, bro. Even though it's a white motherfucker named Horus, you feel me? They still, you feel me? Like the gods of Egypt, the gods were bigger than everybody else. You feel me? That shit was hard.
Is it a specific movie?
The Gods of Egypt.
The Guys in Egypt is the
Yeah, let's talk
movie,
about shit.
but the story that they're my cat a trip. That's what that is. That is my cat under the couch pawing at your feet for some reason. That is what that is. The story that they derive, that they, you know what I'm saying, use for the movie, that cat was under the couch pawing at your feet. The story that they got the movie from, the gods were bigger than people. The gods.
Like literally bigger.
Yes.
Like 10 feet tall. And they had gold for blood. That's symbolism too.
Yeah.
Because like they say when blood is inside of your body, you feel me, it's black or blue before it come out. Like the oxygen changes color. You feel me?
They say that shit, but that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
For real.
That's
I've heard on. Hey, I've
Why do
heard both sides
why
of
do
that.
people got blue veins then?
Blue vein.
They just the veins are darker.
Like, I don't know if this is
Darker from what?
What about golden
Uh,
things? How does that work?
Shit.
How would that work? Because it's an element.
Alright, so
We got
But, blood's is a
if
cell.
you got iron inside your body right now, I know for a fact you got iron in your body right now.
Yeah,
It's possible for somebody to have gold in their body.
yeah, probably we all do right now.
We got copper in our body. You feel me? That's why that shit correlate outside of us. Cause as above, so below, and what is in is out. You feel me?
I
Like
think,
on some metaphysical shit.
yeah, I think within is more metaphysical. Like you're thinking within literally the body.
But it's the same, you feel me? Cause we a projection of each other.
Have you ever seen the inside of like I know you have and shit, bro. Like, have you ever seen like the insides of like cells and shit? How that shit work? Like, it looks like little fucking galaxies, bro. Does it not,
Yeah,
man?
kind of fools, dude. It kind of is.
It looks like little galaxies. So how is it not possible that we're like just living inside of a living being, bro, and we don't have little galaxies inside of us living inside of us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, when you think about this shit, bro, I probably have a fucking world, another fucking earth with another fucking me, probably talking hella shit.
I told you the movie's gonna keep it 100, bro. Have you ever heard of Osmosis Jones?
That's
Yes,
one of my
bro.
favorite movies ever.
Osmosis Jones,
I've
bro.
never heard of it.
We enlightening on the Black Phi Black show. This is what we do. We
Man,
gonna
peace,
make
guys.
you really look at every layer of some shit.
Circle you, circle, man. I wish I had a hot pocket right now.
Nigga, tell the universe you want a hot pocket, nigga. I guarantee you'll have a hot pocket in 2 to 4 days.
Manifest it. You can probably
Manifest
get
that
it tomorrow morning.
motherfucking
You
hot
could get
pocket.
it tomorrow morning.
And if y'all want a hot pocket out there, get in your cubby hole. Say out into the air. You can pray or however you want to do it. Long as you say that shit. And know that you gonna get that shit. And be righteous behind that shit. That shit good as yours. Just stay down, you come up, use your patience, utilize your resources, and ye too can be God on earth. I'm on one today, bro.
Peace, God.
I told Blue, I said, bro, I don't know what you done did.
Mm.
I don't know how much you done think you done accomplished or what you ain't done did. But you need to go and be proud of yourself. Get that out the way. Now proceed. You feel me?
Things like get shit on out the way. Bro, that shit fucked me up, bro. I was like, huh. Cause normally I really want to talk shit about some shit, bro, cause that's what I do.
You're really good at it.
But I was just like, damn, bro, that was the realest shit I done heard all fucking day. Probably all fucking week.
That's what I do, man.
Yeah, y'all are good friends.
That nigga hit me with some shit. I said, damn, bro. Nigga said, I don't care what you done did, what you ain't did.
But I say that to anybody though.
But you need
it's
to
a
come
reason I
and
just
be
said
proud
that.
of yourself.
You feel me?
Get it on out the way.
You know how many people I'm gonna say that to, bro?
Oh, bruh.
And then it's gonna be a nigga that's gonna be like, what you mean? And I'm gonna have to really break that shit down. Gotta get that shit out the way, cause you gotta pick a move, bro. You gotta do something. Cause it's gonna be some shit regardless.
That shit gonna mean different shit to everybody, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro, when they write what I speak, bro, that shit being read, bro. This shit is exegesis, bro. To one's own interpretation. On my kids.
You gotta record that shit.
Bro, have you seen BlueTheGuy.com? Have you seen the flyers? Have you seen my writing?
What's in red?
Always.
I'm saying that. Pink.
And I do that shit by
I'm gonna
accident.
change my shit to pink, nigga.
Oh,
They
shit.
gonna be like, you know that nigga Black Wizard said it because the nigga in pink.
No, you can't do that.
Pink is a good shade for lights though.
I love
In a
the
room?
color
We
pink,
should
bro.
get some pink fucking umbrellas.
Pretty
No,
good.
that's all it take, bro.
That's all it
Nah, I
takes.
know it don't. We need fucking like
Pink filters.
Yeah, filters.
There's already a stripper pole. Isn't there?
There's most definitely a stripper pole in here. It does not belong to any of us.
Mm-hmm.
So then we dudes. So
I don't mind
we
it being
already not gonna fuck with it
No, I'm saying.
on our own.
I'm saying that it seems like if there was a stripper pole in a place, the lights would be pink.
I think if
This is
there's-
an educational institution, brother.
Of course.
I think that if there's ever a stripper pole somewhere, you
You were in
should
the
never
classroom.
move it. You should let it be there. It was put there by someone for a reason.
Man, somebody,
Why
man, you
stop
know
it?
what? That ass, I was doing cable.
You was doing bagel, blood.
Word.
Yeah.
I apologize. Hell yeah. So I was doing bagel. And I go in this lady house. She got a stripper pole going straight up. She literally got this bitch in the house specifically for a support beam. The shit niggas do. But also, there was some stripping involved. 'Cause
While
know
you
I
on the
asked-
job?
No,
Oh.
no. She said there is stripping involved on that damn pole.
Did you ever get surprised like them piece of delivery dudes? Sometimes they pull up and the girl want to be funny on video, so she answer the door naked and pay for the piece. I ain't never seen that.
Nah, man, I never went through that shit like that, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. I did go through some shit where a chick was cool as hell while I was
Not
in the
really.
club. She sparked up and started smoking, and she was like, shit, you gonna smell like it anyway, you trying to hit it.
And what happened?
Nigga, I was high as hell doing cable for the rest of the day. I was like, shit, bro, my customer smoked, bro. Said I can blame that shit on her. I took a name down, was like, shit, this is her information. Man, if y'all say I smell like weed today, I was at her house.
Damn, bro.
Man,
I fired up
I was
a
able.
couple times. Fucking me. And I was in the city, boy. What you talking about? I was going to my fucking Uncle House shit. Appreciate it. Let me go lay this line. I was cold with the shit, bro.
I used to deliver pizzas.
I'm thinking about doing that shit.
Right, I'm talking about when I was like a young, like 18, 19, 20.
I was delivering pizzas too when I was 12.
Man, so
What happened?
of July, we used to get tip beer. Like 4th of July, Memorial Day, shit like that. Motherfucker celebrating, they'll give you ass a drink or some weed. Take that shit with you. Like,
I got tipped a fucking weed by a cupcake once.
Did
That's
you
just-
put it down? Did you like on paper?
Hell no. I ain't even eat it because I thought about it, man, because it was ingestible, it was food. And I couldn't really see what it was made of. And I thought that nigga was the ops.
yeah,
But I
trying to
felt
poison you.
Yeah, I felt good about it though. It was all wrapped up and looked nice.
You just never ate it?
No.
What are the ops?
Opposition.
Opposition.
Your opponents.
What if they had like a good weed cupcake though?
It probably was fucking delicious, man. And I really wanted to eat it, man. But like my level of trust for any and everybody was at shoot.
You just
Did these people? Were these some white people?
That's what I was gonna ask.
No.
Cause wait, one time I stole a cookie while I was delivery driving, and it was kind of fucked up because it was a white people's house.
A white people?
Yeah. And they
He
just had
said, "Hey,
cookies
white
like that.
people's house."
Yeah.
A white people's.
And it was like a party or something.
That's the name of the episode. Oh, white people's house.
A white people's
A
house.
white people's house.
Wait, it was a party, right?
Yeah, it was some kind of party.
Okay, so there's just
Maybe
cookies out.
Halloween.
There's
I
just
think it was
cookies
like
out.
Halloween I think it was Halloween.
There's just like a pile of cookies.
Yeah, like at the front door.
They probably wanted you to take one.
Yeah, you probably good,
You
man.
probably didn't take enough. They were probably mad.
I should have
They
taken
should-
them all.
You didn't
think
take
liked their
enough.
cookies. You were probably
They were
supposed to turn
offended.
into a fucking
They
goblin,
called your
bro.
job. They called your job.
I bet you didn't get a Christmas card that year, did you?
He's probably supposed to smash them bitches and turn into a troll.
to eat my cookies. I'll teach him. Oh my God, Martha!
What do you say?
Oh my God, they're eating such and such, and then they're gonna eat me. Oh no!
Yo, dog, has anybody else seen Trolls too, bro?
I haven't seen much
Oh
of
my
that.
God! Bro, I watched this shit as a kid, bro. This shit is a fucking cult classic, bro. It's one of the worst movies fucking ever made,
I'm pretty sure
man.
I watched it in music class. I'm pretty sure I watched that in like elementary music or middle school music class.
Like, never had trash, bro. Like, as a fucking. Like, it wasn't no musical, though.
Bruh.
There was no music involved.
Oh my
I
God.
have no idea why I watched it, but I remember it being pretty bad.
It was the worst movie ever. Like, they ate, like, they went to this town. They ate on this fucking, they were like fed snacks and shit. They smashed it. Next thing you know, it was like filled with green shit. And they turned into fucking like food for trolls. And the witch was like, the worst fucking bitch witch ever.
When was that movie made?
It was like, man.
The
I don't-
fucking 80s? I know.
Man.
The 70s or some shit. This
I
nigga
think-
said, Alf, you had some corduroy pants when you was a baby, didn't you?
Man,
hold tight, bro.
I did.
I
I wore
I
them when I
ain't
was
getting
like
that until I
14.
was like 4, 3 or 4.
Man, I had corduroy pants, bro, in fucking elementary school, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, my
I
mom
had
was-
a pair of corduroy pants.
Now.
No. I had them when I was in middle school.
Damn.
I'm not saying I wore them.
I wore them. I wore them proudly. I thought they were cool.
I bet the fuck you did.
I did.
Every time you walk.
Nah, that didn't be the case, man.
They were pretty. I mean, in Washington State, they were pretty cool. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, fuck it.
Yeah, that's in
1990.
style. Go get off work from the steel mill. Been on the plow machine all day. Done work 16 hours.
Of course, you want to put on a nice pair of corduroys. Go out to the local bar.
What the fuck? Where is
Where's
this
a good
from?
corduroy brand?
I don't know.
Because
any
that was a
corduroy
good
brands.
ad for them. That was a great ad. Cut at the laughter, and it could be taken seriously.
If you don't know a good
Direct.
corduroy brand, you're not American.
Direct.
Everybody knows Steinbeck and Lindenbacher is the leading manufacturer of corduroy products in the southeastern region.
Oh, man.
Hell, I come to work when I want.
Hey, why you sound like Tom Hanks, bro? Oh, man. You sound like a bastard ass.
You sound like one of these motherfuckers that live like this.
Hell, I get on my fishing boat whenever I want to.
My house is paid for. Hey, the guy comes trying to give me overtime. Hey, my house is paid for. I come to work for fun. God damn, bro. Hey, Mossy. I just realized something that Blue do.
What's that is?
Yeah. Bro, this nigga always asking somebody. Oh shit. Boy, this nigga always asking somebody, have they seen a movie?
It's been like 5 times.
Boy,
It's been like 5 times already.
It ain't nobody. I mean, nobody.
I gotta realize it sometimes, man. Like, I'm a fucking movie connoisseur or some shit, dog. Like, what the fuck? 'Cause I watch everything, man. Damn. But you know what, though? I do like fucking cult classic movies, too. Like, it's kind of like I grew up on them by accident because I kind of watched these trash-ass movies, like, when they came out. And, it was like, what the fuck? Not exactly when they came out, but you know.
What do you think of like Alien versus Predator? I thought it was gonna be the worst movie ever, so I watched it and it was actually amazing. It's really
Alien
good.
versus Predator wasn't that bad, man. Like some of the acting kind of like, I mean, it was like the writing was maybe a bit cheesy on the people part.
That's why it was great. That's
It
what I
seemed
loved
like
about it.
it was
'Cause I didn't care. I didn't care about that part anymore.
Yeah, it was like
I was like, I want to
it was-
see the alien or the predator. Why
yeah,
are
it was
there
like
people
they were
here?
completely unnecessary. That's why what made
Yeah.
the movie trash. Like the people were like, why are they here? You just had to have some type of plot point. No, bitch. Alien, Predator. You could have dropped these motherfuckers in the middle of a fucking random planet or a fucking, you know what I'm saying, U.S. town or some shit, and just had these motherfuckers going crazy with the Predator trying to find the alien, and nobody said shit.
Was it cheesy then? Or do we look back now?
Nah,
and
bro,
be like,
that shit was
cheesy?
trash back then, bro.
I think it's great. I
But,
really
you know what I'm
liked
saying?
it.
Like, I say that shit, but saying I like
I
trash
think it was better
movies,
back
bro.
then.
I like motherfucking like for example, bro, one of my favorite movies is The Room. That movie's trash, but I love it.
Oh yeah, okay.
And this
I
is before the whole,
remember.
and this is way before the whole fucking hype of The Room and shit. Like, I played the Room game. That shit was fun as hell. Like, I like cult ass movies, bro. The Room is a dope ass fucking movie, bro. Like, that's my shit.
Man,
No hipster.
Prestige.
Worldwide.
Is it The Prestige? But a magician movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Who was that with?
Hugh Jackman and
Mm-hmm.
Christian Bale. Is that him?
Morgan Freeman in it?
No, I don't don't think so.
Now that movie called Now You See Me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, this called The Prestige.
It's like they kind of old timey as fuck.
Yeah, they old timey,
Mm-hmm.
and they got this twin act that they be doing, but they can't figure out how the other one doing it, if they know they secret, or how they doing it their own way. And damn, that's like, you know what I'm saying, a good portion of the way through the movie.
I think I only seen that movie one time, so it's a blur.
That's my shit.
Have y'all ever met somebody that was reading Harry Potter books before the movies came out?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I was that person.
The motherfuckers that was reading Harry Potter books before the movie, like, cause the Harry Potter books was popular as hell well before the movie came out. So like my whole class.
My wife.
Why didn't they make a Hardy Boys movie?
I never heard of Hardy Boys.
Are you from Tennessee?
No, I'm from Florida.
Yeah, we had the Hardy Boys in the library in elementary school because like
I read
accelerated reader points, you get little AR points for reading books and shit.
Yeah, I
The
heard.
Hardy
too.
Boys was like 3 points. Huh?
Was y'all still getting pizzas for reading over the summer?
Man, what?
Yeah, Pizza Hut.
I didn't read shit. I don't know.
You didn't get the points?
Man, my dumb ass used to be reading over the summer and never go and try to do the extra shit, man. I was like, man, why? I was stupid.
Cause it was like you read the book and then you had to go online and take the little AR test.
Oh, I know what you're
Ask you
talking about.
questions
Was
about
that like
the book.
for school?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Elementary
did it.
school.
Accelerated reading. Yeah.
It's like,
Like,
man,
y'all were
man,
using the internet in elementary
I
school?
was gonna read some shit anyway.
He might have been. Yeah.
I think there were computers in my elementary school, but they weren't like integrated.
No, internet was a privilege like a motherfucker.
I remember when I was
Man.
mixing up the Goosebumps movie with the Goosebumps, not the movie, but the shows with the Goosebumps books when I was taking them damn tests. Shit pissed me off.
Yeah. Oh man, people used to legit rack up, stack up free trials of AOL.
Bro, what?
Like, just be
I remember,
150 hours.
man, I remember I used to think it was like every hour that I used, like I had 24 hours to use, bro. Like a dumbass.
Yeah.
What, that shit just lasted 24 hours?
Yes, bro.
Yo, I just remembered that there used to be a Captain Crunch computer game. Like, I don't know where that came from, but I played that a lot.
Man,
Probably with the cereal.
Jeff, you probably remember that shit too, man.
What was on a
Remember the
floppy?
goddamn,
Let's
yeah, I was
see.
just about to say some goddamn floppy disk and shit.
Yeah, I actually have some in my house, and I don't know what to do with them.
Throw them
Floppy
bitches.
Somebody gave
Throw
them.
them
Are they like A drives or they the big ass, the real floppy
Yeah.
motherfucker?
No, they're yeah, A drives.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you know
3.5.
that you could have used floppy disks as PlayStation memory cards back in the day? PlayStation 2 memory cards?
How you do that?
They had a fucking adapter for it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Why
I
didn't
didn't
tell
know about that.
nobody?
Bro, and floppy disks were so fucking cheap. For the price of a memory card, you can buy a whole pack to do the same shit.
I don't even know what a floppy disk looked like.
Damn.
The save icon.
Right, bruh?
What's it say? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fucked
that's
up, bro. And I'm not even thinking, like, when you said the save icon, like, that was like simple. I'm not even thinking of the fucking, I'm not even thinking that's the save icon. I'm thinking of fucking floppy disk. The shit that you used to use to save shit on back in the day. Like,
Yeah,
what
like-
the fuck?
I never got a chance to use one.
Bruh, you ain't had no A drive? On
You
the
ain't never
computer?
seen one
I
of
had one, but I didn't know nothing about like computers.
Damn, you
Yeah,
ain't
they
never
taught
like
me-
booted your
I learned
system
how to-
off that bitch.
I learned how to get on computers,
Oh!
nigga, at the community center, nigga. We took classes, and they was teaching us how to type. Then they gave us these big ass fucking white computers
Man.
to take home.
My dad
Thought that
had a
shit was
job.
gonna get by.
My dad had a job at IBM, and he got like company computers, so I had like a laptop when I was young.
Man, my mama made my dumb ass go
That's
to the fucking
crazy,
computer and
bro.
told me to fucking fix it.
Or what?
My mama gave me a computer and told me to fix it. I was like, what? No, that's how I got my start doing a lot of shit, bro. Shout out to the OG.
You said swim.
Yo, my mama, like, I did learn how to swim like that. My uncle pushed me in the pool. My uncle, who's like 5 years older than me, he pushed me in the pool, and I'm 5. And my grandma, I looking at her, I'm like, I can't swim, help me. And this is my first time ever dealing with water without a floaty or anything. She like, swim.
Did you swim?
Bro, I started fucking swimming eventually, bro. That shit got real. But I always had like a cute fear of 5 foot, like 5 feet. Like I would swim in 8 foot, no problem, dive off the diving board and shit. But as soon as I got to 5 feet, I would like clutch the wall. Shit was weird.
That's psychological right there.
That shows you something.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that early start, your mom gave you.
Mm-hmm.
Was it your mom or your grandma?
My grandma gave me that one.
That early start grandma gave you
Mm-hmm.
led you to be one of the best swimmers I ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah,
On
Blue was
everything
saying
I
like,
love,
motherfucker.
this nigga will take off on your whole ass in that water.
Man, this
I don't
nigga
know how
like,
he doing like the river and ocean and shit, but in the pool, he gonna get you.
Blue just like hop in the pool and it's like I'm just chilling at the house in the living room. Like niggas just swarm around like, oh I'm going over here. Oh I'm going over here. Like, well, he don't look like he thinking about this shit when he be swimming. He just lay on his back like fuck this shit.
This nigga be swimming under the water, going way up. You like, man, how the fuck this nigga under the water swimming?
Meanwhile, I'm out this motherfucker. Oh shit! I'm just trying to stay.
Swimming turns out to be
I'm
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
man.
float.
I'm
This
trying
nigga
to-
laying down on the floor of the pool.
Blue
There's
cook is a
100,000
motherfucker.
gallons of water in this motherfucker. And you laying on the floor. How, bro? How you teach the world, bro? Do you empty out your lungs, nigga?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Is that what happened? Okay.
Like,
If
holding
you
your
stay
breath-
too long though, you
Like
gotta
that ass
swim.
holding your breath really ain't no different for real than like just catching a good breath and just keeping that bitch. Like for real, like you can hold your breath and shit, but like you gotta
I'm pretty sure.
So
like,
what
you
be
know,
one is
just
going
let
worse
on?
that
than
shit
the
out,
other.
bro. As you letting it out, you just keep sinking, and then once you let it all the way out, you just there and you can hold it for a minute. You can just meditate there. But you gonna kill yourself. You don't know what you're doing. You can fucking pass out, which I have done before, but that was on the road. I did the shit while I was driving like a dumbass.
Wait, you held your breath to the point of passing out?
Yeah, but I was trying to
You have to
fucking.
have crazy willpower.
I was trying to meditate, bro. I was trying to meditate through the pain, man.
I mean, you successfully meditated through the pain. What the hell?
Who was in the car
Man, Alyssa was.
with you?
Yeah, bro.
Who?
Alyssa was, bro. Like, cause it didn't help. Like, it was good. I was, man, like, fuck it, dog. Yeah, man. That's a piece of the story. I'm gonna just keep it at that. I was just stressing.
Was it worth it?
Man, nothing happened. No crashes.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was, bro.
Get that on out the way.
I was proud of myself. Because I fucking navigated that shit in that complete blank.
I think you have to say God was driving that car.
Yeah, that is true. And then after that, man, the pain, it was gone.
God, as in generator, operator, destroyer.
I don't know. I was gonna say God as in the state you're trying to achieve through meditation. Like, I'm not identifying with the ego, but identifying with like the self.
but like I haven't done it in a while. So last time I went skiing,
The last time I went snowboarding was Obama's inauguration.
Bro,
Damn.
where the fuck y'all been? I ain't never even seen that much snow to be skiing, snowboarding, none of that shit.
I was skiing
Oh,
up here.
Hmm.
Like it was up here, just like just past Gaylord and shit.
What?
You keep pointing this shit at your hand.
His hand.
Oh,
is the-
so Gaylord is a place in Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you was talking about like Opryland.
You're right. I'm like, nigga, that ain't far.
Who is the Gaylord?
Man, look, bro. I don't know.
I ain't like going out there. No disrespect.
Nah, this is a place called Hell.
So good.
I done drove through there.
The Gaylord is in hell.
Don't drive through there through Halloween. That
Nah,
shit
Gaylord
get
is a
creepy as
separate city.
Fuck, bro.
But hell is in Michigan.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
And he get
Hell,
blood
so there's
freezing.
a place. Hell USA is a real place.
How many of them is it?
Bro, and this time of year, bro, once
Only
October
one or
hit,
two.
nigga, shit get real. Them motherfuckers like can't wait
To do what?
to go on some creepy shit as hell. Like they gotta tell it, they can't wait to show you. Nigga, this is Hell, Michigan. Like I don't go through there, bro. Like you just look at the pictures and shit. No,
Shootings?
it's just not shootings, bro. It's just Hell, Michigan. They do creepy shit. I don't fuck with creepy shit.
It's called Hell.
Well, it's
That's the name of
creepy.
the town. The town's
Do
called
they wear,
Hell.
like,
Yeah, that's the
It's like
name.
a
That's the
church.
legal name of the city, bro. It's Hell, bro. Fuck that shit. I don't fuck with the creepy shit.
Like you can't even
Is
go
it
to
like
the store,
purge?
niggas
What is
jump
it
out
like?
the trash.
Like it's
can
like,
on
bro,
you.
like on me, bro. Like it's like they personally put out fog machines and shit at night. Like fuck y'all, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? You just and then like I guarantee you, bro, you driving through Hell, Michigan in October, bro. You just got
It's
Freaky
just
Jason
Halloween.
standing on the side of the fucking road. Fuck you,
Bro,
bro.
let
No,
me
bro.
Google this shit and find
Like
out.
they
what
want
this
you to
is,
be
bro.
scared at every fucking step. Man, fuck you, Hell,
This
Michigan.
nigga trolling, bro.
No,
Oh
bro.
my God, township in fucking Michigan.
Dog.
Are you serious?
Is he serious? Yes.
Hell is an unincorporated community in Putnam Township, Livingston County, in the U.S. state of Michigan. The community is near the border of Washtenaw County, about 15 miles northwest of Ann Arbor. Hale is 3 miles southwest of
That's
Pinckney.
not Hell. That is not Hell, Michigan. Hell, Michigan is closer to like the mid Michigan. That's some other shit. That's some old like.
There's two Hell Michigan.
It's 2 Hale, Michigans apparently.
That's the unincorporated town, some shit like that. Like I don't know what the fuck that is.
How do you know the geography of Michigan so well?
Oh, because it's your hand.
But there's still a bunch of cities in it.
Because you like kind of like incorporated with your hand.
But why learn the whole state if you live in a town?
Cause it's a hand. Like I don't know,
They-
bro.
They
Like
teach it to you in school or something? Like everyone in Michigan just knows
I
that?
did draw the state of Michigan in like a class, and I drew maps in like '94, going like through here, and '96 going this way, and like yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible with geography, so that probably helped. But I guess it only works for Michigan.
Bro, damn, my phone over there, bro.
I can't find no fucking Hale, Michigan.
I'm gonna show you when I get off the phone, bro.
Township, Livingston County. It's the only one I know
it's
about.
not just that one?
It might be, bro. You might be fucking right. I'm probably thinking the Gaylord,
She
Michigan.
said that though.
It's Hale, California. Let's see what they doing.
That's true too. Pussy tastes like water on Tuesdays.
It be hot as a bitch. God damn.
In California?
The record high on January 28th, on January 29th
Bro,
was 87.
I swear to God, if Hell, Michigan done moved, this is a Mandela effect.
Bro,
and I'm
please, I
fucking
don't wanna
killing
talk
everybody.
About that shit, bro.
No, bro, I'm killing everything in my thoughts,
Oh my
bro, because
God.
this shit don't make sense,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Like, not like that, bro. Like, I gotta kill all my thought processes, bro. I gotta revamp, bro, because
Bro, it don't matter, bro. Just keep going, bro.
if you tell me Hell, Michigan is a fucking what you call it, but no, Mandela effect is some real shit, bro.
It is, bro. But fuck that shit, bro. That shit weird, bro. It ain't even weird, bro. It's just, I don't know, bro.
Like I'm.
What are you?
What's the
Bro, I really like. I believe that time travel, like, it definitely is fucking real, and there's somebody out there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, facilitating a lot of shit, and they are facilitating this fucking Mandela effect.
Okay, well think about it this way. If all of time is really just currently existing, then that means at some point time travel gets invented, and now it has always existed.
This is true, bro, and I think like because,
Yes, bro.
bro, like this should be like everything is time, man. Time people keep looking at it as this fucking line, man.
Maybe we're just very insignificant in the universe, and so time doesn't care about us.
That is true too, man.
I think consciousness is important in the universe. Like we're probably not the only people, like beings with consciousness.
That is
Time
true,
don't
man.
show me a clock in nature though. Time don't fucking matter, bro. Time is like the numbers.
Trees have rings, so there's cycles, and also there's a circadian rhythm every day, and there's seasonal rhythms.
But that don't
And-
mean it's 10 o'clock.
No, it's just the way that life judges.
Everything vibrates, bro. And just cause he got, you feel me?
It ain't actually 24 hours in a day, shit like that. Like
That's what I'm saying. Time,
Yeah.
like, it's just some.
Well, we divided it that way, but it's
Yeah.
still the time that the sun goes up and down is still the same.
But do that mean time though? Just cause they.
No, it's just how we track it. Like
it's
basically
not
we're both-
exactly
we're
the
both right.
same though.
Like,
Either
what we're
though,
saying is
John.
right.
It's not exactly the same, bro. It changes a little bit every year. Sometimes each day it might be different. Like, dude, we live in a fucking like for first and foremost, man. If you believe that the Earth is round, which
Wait.
fuck, we're not gonna talk about this.
Okay.
Bruh, some people believe that shit flat, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Nobody got no proof.
The
either way.
universe is flat.
like
Possibly.
I don't care what you believe in, bro. Like, look, bro. If you believe that the Earth is round, and you know what I'm saying, that the scientists went up into space and they know what shit looks like and dot, and you know you believe in the evidence and all of this and smart ass shit, which you know, evidence, then you would know that the Earth is not exactly round. It's like elliptical and shit like that, and it doesn't follow. It's not elliptical, but like it's like more oblong than you would think it is. You know, it's not a sphere. You know what I'm saying? It's got like it's like a little, you know, like
The Earth is like a football.
yeah, you know, it's got some shit to it. It's got some curve to it. Like it's not a football, but it's got like some curvature to it, bro. Like certain areas and shit, like something like that type of shit. So not only that, but then even also type
All
like
of
the
it.
revolution and the way it goes around the fucking sun is not exactly the way like the shit makes sense in the way the fucking science goes and physics and blase splee, but like it's not always 24 fucking hours.
No, you're
It's
right.
not always 365 fucking days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then they made up daylight saving time.
yeah, that's some
Yeah,
bullshit.
It's made up.
Bro,
It's
no.
a tracking system.
This is what happened, bro. This is not what happened, bro. But,
George Bush Senior made that shit up, bro.
this is what when they had.
I think
bro.
it happened
It
in
was way before
in
then.
the World War.
It's something about farmers.
In the World War.
No, it was even way before then, man.
Daylight saving.
Yeah, man, because they used to do shit like that.
Man, George
I
Bush
think if I
Senior
remember,
bro.
okay,
I'm not even gonna bring this shit up
You're
until
right
I
about the
shit, bro.
orbits for sure. Like
Mhm.
it's not like a circle.
It's an ellipse.
And I could see that the Earth was more oblong. I could see that it's possible, but to me it seems like gravity would act like unilaterally. Like it would act just perfectly spherically around a core. And if the Earth has a core, it seems to me that gravity would make it round. Like it would just pull in rocks from all directions.
Bro, how do
That's
we
why it's-
know, bro? All
Okay.
scientists doing this shit ain't never been
So,
up
for
there
example, right?
and
We have
seen
images.
this shit, bro.
Oh,
Ain't
you can
nobody
look
seen
at
it, bro.
This
if
is
you have
time,
my
right?
phone, I can show you right away.
Keep game. This is time, right?
Wait, let me grab it.
Like this
You
is
got it,
time,
bro.
right? You look when they used to do time with the rocks and shit, and they
Sunlight.
put it in the middle of the damn thing in sunlight and the dial. When it came to the middle of what you call it, this was 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock ain't always the same when you say it's 12 o'clock when you put the damn dial in the middle of the fucking thing.
I think tracking sunlight's probably better. Like it's probably what we were evolved using.
So that's what I'm saying. So if we're constantly going off of this same time clock that's constantly going off the same shit,
Oh, you get out of
this is just a fake ass rhythm that we're going by. Motherfucker, if you take a nuclear clock, which is going down by the smallest fucking decimal that you possibly can, take this fucking clock and you pull this bitch up into space away from Earth's gravity, and you bring it back down after after a certain period of time, it's going to be extremely off
Yeah.
by seconds
Why would you do that though?
because you fucking can.
I'm saying, what is it tracking?
It's tracking that time, but I don't know what the fuck it's tracking. But for me, it showed me that time wasn't shit. This shit, even like bro, these nuclear clocks set off at the same fucking time. These clocks are the same fucking time. If you leave them right next to each other, they will never change time, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And they're
so I
down to
think
the smallest fucking decimal,
time
right?
is a thing.
But if
Our
you change their
perception of
conditions,
time is based on our organism's like evolution. So tracking time has been useful because it's like, oh, we are awake during the day. We can only track these animals during this time, and night's gonna come, so we have to go plan for that. So
You
tracking
think
time became
niggas
useful.
needed time to know that
It was dark.
you feel me? To know
That's
that
what
nigga
time
in the
is.
morning when the sun come up.
That's what it is. Like you have to know that the sun's gonna go down. You have to have a relative amount of time. Like I need to know. I'm not gonna say it was in hours. Like they didn't have hours. They just knew. They had a feeling of it's gonna be this amount of time until the sun's gone.
By the
So I have to do this.
Bruh,
I'm saying they needed to track the time, and so we eventually made systems which
That's because
Who
we're
is
people
we?
of pattern.
exactly.
Humans, like
I think
us
white
as-
people made up time.
No, bro. Us
I think
as
it was
humans, bro.
tribes.
No, we're people as patterns, bro. As periods.
Probably it's a monkey thing. Like monkeys probably have a sense of time.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Everything got a sense of urgency for its
circadian
own
rhythm.
reason. Like, not to brag, bro. If it's daytime, bro, I could look at what the sun at and be like, okay, it's 3 o'clock. You feel me?
The flowers
On
open
a
in
good
the
day.
morning
Yeah, I've seen people do
Mhm.
it.
when the sun comes up, and when the sun goes down, they move because there's these sacs inside of the cells, and it can sense like the position of the sun. Anyway, I don't want to go into extreme detail about it.
I
But
wouldn't
I
care
think that's
about.
how we sense time, not just humans, but
But like,
They're all organisms.
there's a circadian
but no, like the
rhythm.
reason why we put a certain number or rhythm to it because we're patternistic people. Like we see pattern in faces, we see facial patterns in random dumb shit. Like there's a facial pattern in this picture behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like because we can recognize it. We can recognize pattern in fucking, oh shit, man. 2 people done died. You know, death come in threes. And I done seen it in this, I done seen it in that, and I done seen it because we see patterns. And
Yeah.
any pattern that's recognizable, we attach to it. And
Yeah.
time is the same thing. So I feel like man,
Exactly.
time is
It's a
just a
useful
constructed pattern that we just fucking constructed to as well.
Exactly.
And that's bullshit.
So back to our perception of time is not what it is. Like it's not our real depiction of time. It's just what's useful to us to survive, because our organism was built to survive. But we are not our organism. We're the spirit inside the organism. So you can take consciousness above it, but it's still important to survive to have a perception of time.
I feel like Earth is like a little small, tiny, like particle or some shit, like iron or something inside of blood.
Bro. So,
Okay. All right.
Like we're on an atom of a larger organism.
I know exactly what scene in the movie you're talking about.
What's seen in the movie?
I don't know the movie, but it's exactly from that period of time that the other movies were made, like the Gremlins. Like I feel like you were super influenced by that era of movie.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
you're
what
right.
fucking movie you talking about, and I'm being dead ass fucking
So
serious.
I know that's an effect that would be like the plot twist at the end of a movie. where it's like it zooms out and it was just an attic.
I
The
don't.
fucking Grinch, nigga. All that shit went down in a snowflake.
Yeah, it did.
That happened?
The whole Grinch movie went down in a snowflake.
It did.
Inside of a snowflake, bro, was this vast ass world. And the Grinch was living in that bitch, and the little people had big, long, like hairstyles.
Think about the
and shit.
lifestyle of a snowflake. I mean, the life cycle of a snowflake. It falls from the sky, it comes the fuck down, and then it drops and it eventually melts. That motherfucker is not sitting there, you know, as a snowflake for too damn long. You know what I mean?
That
And that
movie that
motherfucker
we
done
watched,
lived for years, cycles, and generations.
the snowflake.
I mean, the people in the town, in the town.
Time is
No,
relative.
bro. Daytime is sped all the way up.
That's why I said they
The
had
Grinch is
generations.
slowed down.
They had generations of people, bro.
Because time is relative.
In the Grinch, they had generations of people in a snowflake, my guy.
By the time that shit hit the ground, bro, they done rebuilt and built and rebuilt and built and rebuilt and built. Just cause that's how quick the shit going.
And the Grinch done already found his heart and all of that.
Nigga, by the time the snowflake hit the ground, you feel me? It's over.
Man.
What happens then?
Bro,
The
it's
world's
like-
over?
nah, bro.
How did
it's-
they
it's-
not get
it's
to the other
changes
side of the
season, bro.
snowflake?
Huh?
Because in that little small town, they never thought to adventure and move outside of anything or move around.
They probably died, bro. They probably all fucking died.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
the
just think
universe
about it,
that's
bro. Think
destroyed.
about how many people never leave their city.
Or their block.
Oh, Ben, do you know how many people never leave their block, let alone their home?
So just think about a whole world.
Where that mindset is just adapted and it's okay because their life cycle is so fucking sped up, but they don't realize it because they're small and you know what I'm saying, they live
That's
in their
exactly
life.
what we are. We haven't seen that many
Exactly.
aliens. Yeah. But
Think- An elephant is pregnant for a long ass time, bro.
It is. It's like 2 years.
That's
or some
true.
shit, bro.
That's definitely relevant, bro.
It's true.
Cause
It's like 2.5 years. That shit
if
crazy.
time is relative, you feel me? We the exact same as an elephant, except an elephant is bigger. You feel me? So it takes longer to produce a whole elephant than it does a human, and it takes a shorter time to produce a chicken than it does a human.
Yeah.
But it takes more time to produce a puppy than it does a chicken. But it takes less time to produce a fucking piece of krill, nigga, that a whale eats billions of in a day. You feel me?
And cells. Cells even faster.
Man, what? Don't let the atom explode. Or
We can do this shit all day, bro. It ain't no getting on top of it, bro, cause it's too big, bro.
What is it?
It is everything that could possibly be, like God, like the all, like, you feel me?
Everything is everything.
The fabric of all that shit. Everything is everything.
Yeah, that's right.
In long drawn out form, bro. It's impossible, bro.
I just want to say this: if you watching, and I know that you are because you're, you know what I'm saying, a beautiful person, or a beautiful being, or beautiful whatever the fuck you are.
Shout out to the aliens and all the tuxedo penguins that watch the show.
In the future.
But I just want you to remember one thing:
Yeah, this is for
For
the
real,
aliens.
bro,
really.
John the Shaman.
This is for the
In the
aliens.
future.
the truth is not.
True. This will be
You will
seen
never
like 1,000
find the
years from now.
truth in one thing. You have to find it in multiple pieces. The truth is like a puzzle. You're gonna find it here. You're gonna find a little bit there. You're gonna find a little bit here. You're gonna find a little bit there. Because there's gonna be misleading information, even in the information that everybody is so solid on that is the truth. I mean, shit. If you want to talk about patterns, bro, that has been found consistently throughout life. We keep finding the truth in other things as well. So don't just stick to, you know what I'm saying, religion If you read the Bible, fucking pick up the Quran, read that shit a little bit. Understand a little bit about your opposition.
I think also you should learn more about human beings. That includes yourself.
That is also definitely. I fucking love psychology. Learn a little bit about that. That shit's
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
Psychology and try to be social.
Yeah, man. Talk to motherfuckers and shit. That's one of my nervous quirks. Y'all know that?
What?
I'm like a very shy person. A lot of people don't know this shit, bro. When I say it, they don't
That's not
believe
true.
me.
That's not true.
That's fucking crazy. Bro, one of my nervous ticks is just to talk, because when I was a kid, one thing that happened to me was I was hanging out with my cousin, and I was at a birthday party. I was at my cousin's birthday, and he had his other cousins there, and I didn't know them, so I was scared, and I was nervous, and I didn't talk to anybody because I'm shy, and so I waited all that fucking day. I waited all that fucking day to talk, and then I started fucking being cool with people just because I opened my mouth, and then that's all it fucking took for me to, you know what I'm saying, get people to open up and me to find out what type of people I can fuck with.
Yeah.
Man. And then soon as I started kicking it with people, it was only like 20 minutes. My mama said it was time to go. I had been there for like 3-4 hours, bro. Sitting in the corner minding my business being shy. So it's not that I said fuck being shy, I'm not gonna keep doing this. It just became like an automatic reaction just to talk, because I'm not about to be that fucking nervous ass person in the fucking corner. You know what I mean? Like, not enjoying the rest of my damn life. And that's another thing that I had to do when I got down here too. I was like, fuck it, man, fuck this being a motherfucking spectator. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna perform, and that's how I started doing poetry. Like, I started performing my poetry when I got down here. I used to go to fucking poetry shit all the time, but I never performed. Open mics all the time.
In Detroit or here?
In Detroit.
Oh,
I got down here, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna perform.
Yeah, well, probably you're more nervous around your own house.
I don't even know if
Like
that
where
would
you're
be
from,
That
originally.
could be it.
I get that too. I don't think I've ever performed for my parents.
I know I perform for my parents all the time. My music, everything. Like, I'm so fucking comfortable with my parents that I make no goddamn sense. Like, I love shit like that.
Hey, this is a satellite that's moving on, you know, in the sky. So this is the reason that people, this is the reason people think it isn't flat.
Oh, I know why people think it isn't flat.
Yeah,
Was that a live stream?
yeah.
So, Blue, you think
There's
it is
tons of these. You can just look them up and just, oh, there's another one.
You said what?
Blue, you think it is flat?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell.
Bro, I don't know
Then
what
why-
it is. I
why
just
not just
don't
skip that
believe
part?
that they actually be doing that shit, bro.
Hmm?
Like I done seen so many fucking NASA pictures and NASA videos, bro, and that shit don't be convincing me, bro.
Well, this is just right now.
Is that
I know what
natural
you're
or
saying,
Google?
but you just can look again and it looks a little bit different.
Let me see it.
It's not moving right now because I'm on the
Look at Sammy.
Wi-Fi signal, so it might not be connected.
Hey, Sammy.
It might be stuck, you know.
Nah, it's
It was
going.
going. Alright. I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah,
the
bro,
reason.
this
That's
shit
the reason I think it's real. You know.
This shit look like a fucking movie. This could be a fucking movie scene, bro.
Yeah, that might be
This
movies.
is not convincing, bro.
Like,
It's
so
cool.
I believe
You
it,
gotta
but
get
to
up
be
there,
fair,
then.
it looks
Get
like
up
a
there.
video game.
That's what I'm saying. All the people that be telling us that
Get
the
on
shit is
show.
like that, and they got fucking studios to
But
back
here's
up
the
their
thing, though.
claims.
It's like, yes, it could be faked, but what is the benefit in making everyone believe the Earth is round? Like, who is behind it? What's the master
Bro,
plan?
the same people that told you that Jesus was a blonde white dude.
I'm not.
What's the benefit though? Like, just to do it, just to fuck with, just to troll.
To keep. Alright, what is NASA? Who owns NASA, bro?
It's a government-owned program that was it made to go to the moon?
explore space.
But now there's private companies that also do it because no one owns space.
Are they really doing it?
So
Well, there's
NASA
a
was
plan
just
to go to
government
Mars.
fucking funding.
Seems real.
Elon
Seems
Musk
totally
does
real.
what the fuck he wants to do.
They're totally all over the internet. They film everything. You
Well,
can
you
watch
can send
it
a
launch
space
from the
balloon.
beginning, and it just keeps
You can
following
spend your
it.
own
Bro,
fucking
what's his
space
name?
balloon into space right fucking now, bro.
Steve O, didn't he drop from a space shuttle? Like he went into space and it was televised.
I have to see that.
And I don't think he's the only one.
Well, I think your brain can go into a maze.
So
trying
he
to
went
find
out of
out
space.
information.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
you
dropped.
know, there's like 0G planes you can go in. They just go basically into space. Like they just go out of our gravity, just a little bit, to where there's enough gravity that they can go back in and not like die on the entry.
Yeah.
So you can go pretty high up, and then I guess there's like a thing where he like parachuted.
And the Earth looked around.
Mhm.
That ain't convincing me, bro.
You gotta see it.
I think you need to
Did they
get in a
have a
shuttle.
fish eye?
You need to get
I
up
need
there.
to exactly, bro. I need to go up there, or a nigga that's been up there need to be like, "This what I saw when I was up there, bro."
Now, if you want to debate the moon landing, there is evidence, or there's evidence on both sides, I guess, or lack of evidence on both sides. There's like we may not have actually been to the moon, but
Of course
I'm
we
like
may
so
not have
sure
been.
the Earth is round.
Bro.
Yeah.
How do you know, bro?
Because gravity. Like what's under the Earth? Space is three-dimensional.
Is it?
Yeah.
This space is, but it's more than 3 dimensions.
Yeah. So like the fabric of the universe is probably like 4-dimensional or something.
It gotta be
Space.
higher. It's all dimensional.
Yeah. Mate, I don't know how many dimensions there are. But I'm just saying if you want to, we travel through 3D space, like our bodies, and like objects in physical space seem to be 3D.
Right now, like.
Yeah. So if you took right now and traveled up, just out of gravity, then there would still be space to travel to.
Peep game, right? If you
So
were
get
on a,
his point out,
if you were, oh shit, my bad.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
Oh shit, my bad, bro.
It's like I'm just trying to say, basically, there's space on all directions, and so the Earth is round.
Bro, it's space on all directions on this. And it's flat.
But it's
Shit ain't flying off this motherfucker. And it's flat.
What? That's what, motherfucker?
I get
This
why
right
he's-
here.
What?
I get why he's relating, but it's
Bruh, ain't
I
nothing
don't
flying
know
off
about
this
that.
shit. This shit flat as hell.
No, bro.
but it's standing on something. It's like what is under
And it's
the
standing on something flat.
Earth? What is under the Earth?
No, Liz.
I don't know.
Where does gravity come from?
I don't know.
It comes from a mass.
Gravity is
Super
super
dense
theory
mass.
though, but it's
Yeah, well,
like
the Earth is really massive.
So why is the Earth the only thing that gets it?
the
It's
Earth
not.
is not the
Ain't
only
nothing
thing.
else
Oh,
that's
the
big?
sun.
The
we
sun
orbit
has
around the
gravity
sun.
and the Earth's
The
orbit.
moon orbits around us.
Yeah, there's still like it's still considered a theory, but there's hella
You can
math
see-
to
It's still
support it.
considered. That's
can
all I
see-
need.
No,
to
no, no,
do.
no, no, no.
No,
There's
I
hella
know
math to support
you
this
say.
shit, bro.
It's not just a theory. You can see the moon.
There's hella
It's-
math
yeah.
to support these theories, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just to let you know.
And I have to say it, the math.
Hella
we
fucking
make up
math.
math too, but it makes sense.
Bro, nigga gonna have to show me, bro. I'm gonna have to go. or
Math
something,
is a
bro, 'cause I
consistent
don't know,
matter.
bro, and ain't nobody convinced. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I don't give a fuck. I don't know, bro. I'm not
You
saying I
should.
believe either one. I don't know.
I
ain't
think you
never-
guys should talk to him.
You should go on a boat trip
You really
Definitely
have-
not
you
going
guys
on
should
a
talk
boat
to him.
trip.
around the world.
Yeah, man, I would love
You'll
to talk
end
to
up where
Neil
you
deGrasse
started.
Tyson. He'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'd be like, I don't know, man. Teach me.
He could probably erase that and then put a whole chart there. You know? Is that a chalkboard, right?
See, time is like this. I fucks with Neil deGrasse. Neil deGrasse Tyson,
I fuck with him too.
come to the show, bro.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, come on the show, bro. We up there with Joe Rogan and
Yeah, we smoking weed too.
Elon Musk. Come on the show, bro. Cause I don't know, bro. But I'd rather not believe than believe, bro.
If you guys all had a Tesla,
I respect
if you
that.
guys all had a Tesla,
bro?
he could hook you guys up with a Tesla, maybe.
Who, Elon Musk?
He probably should. Yeah.
And he could hook you up with a trip to Mars.
Bro, I'd love to drive a
Two
Tesla.
birds, one stone.
I'd love to go to Mars. Elon, come on the show, bro.
Send Wizzle to space.
You ain't even got it. Yes, bro. We starting to GoFundMe right now
For real,
to send me to space
so he can see that the Earth is a round thing.
so I can see what's up with the Earth. And I'm going to bring back the information.
When you
And
get
I'ma
back,
tell-
you can go on school tours
Yeah. It's
Bruh,
a-
I'm gonna get a
giant
book
leap for
deal.
mankind.
and a book, of course.
I'm going to get a damn
course.
book deal. And the whole time we going to film it, I'm putting on television.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a documentary.
Put it on YouTube.
A famous YouTube documentary, yeah.
Alright. It was good.
Kickstarter.
Anybody got something they want to plug?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I got something too.
Plug that shit, John Shaman.
Alright. First, we got our podcast, Deep Thot, on streaming platforms. Our music, Free Thought, which will be on Spotify soon. I have a mixtape coming out probably this winter called Cosmic Wanderer. And then it'll also be a film, hopefully beginning of next year. And yeah.
Jeff, got anything you want to plug?
I mean, he said some of it. You can follow me on the internet, Topless Pyramids. I've got a bunch of ideas. I'm publishing music soon. That's all, I guess.
I got
think-
some. Oh
okay.
shit, my bad. Damn.
No, it's cool.
You said that's all, and I was like, oh shit. I feel so fucking rude right now. That makes so much sense though. But yeah, the one thing I just wanted to plug was love.
The Pajama Jam.
Yeah, love yourself and love the fact that you're gonna love this Pajama Jam. It's gonna be October 25th at Mogul's Lounge. We're gonna have security and they gonna take care of things. We're gonna have some bad breezes and dime pieces. We're gonna also have some bad bitches. We're gonna also have some educated women. And we're gonna also have, for the ladies, some niggas that ain't all the way broke. And it's gonna be some dope ass situations and motherfuckers that read books. And so
Gonna be broke, but not all the way broke.
yeah. Yeah.
Niggas gonna be broke,
Mhm.
but not all the way broke.
Mhm.
Mousy, got anything to plug? Sammy?
Yeah,
Alright, y'all.
I was expecting him to say something.
They're
Like
both
he's been
asleep.
awake the whole time.
Oh no, you can sleep for a while.
No, I know.
I
but-
think we through. I'm your host, Black Wizard, Blue
Blue
Guy,
God.
Marcy McFly. Again, we want to thank our special guest, John the Shaman, and
Sure.
Jeff, along with his other names that I gotta get down packed.
Top pyramids one.
Ming Xiao,
Ming Shao,
Little Sip.
Lil Sip.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm not dealing, man.
Alright, y'all.
I'm not dealing. He keeps saying alright and I ain't going to go snatch the camera.
Bro, that's not my job, bro.
What the fuck?
I ain't never done it.
Well, I started out.
What? I ain't never. What?
Yo, how long is he been asleep?
I don't know. It's on tape.
Just check the tape later.
I say a good 30. We done went around the world and